What's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Pokemon TCG Live today with my Mega Cami EX deck. Look at him screaming! Ah!
Krakatoa!
If you haven't seen Mega Camerupt EX yet, it's got the attack Roasting Tackle that does 80 damage for a single fire energy, which knocks out little guys. Of course, we are fire type 2, so we hit metals and grass types for weakness, which does matter versus some, but not as much versus others, since the secondary effect here on this attack, if your opponent's active Pokemon is burned, this attack does 160 more damage. So we're doing 240 for a single fire, and we can of course add more damage to burn. We can make it do 30 more or 60 more or 90 more with some Magmortars that I'll show in a second. But doing basically 260 if they're burned, 80 if they're not burned, and of course we're hitting for weakness. Pretty good attack for a single fire. And then it's got the second attack, Volcanic Meteor, that does 280 damage for a fire and 3 colorless. And then it says discard 2 energy from this Pokemon. Now this attack actually does work with ignition energy, so we could use, fire and ignition to use this. But I haven't been using it, and in this deck we're not going to be using it at all. But you could use it, and I don't think it would be the worst attack or the most difficult to attack to use. There's ways to search out special energies and whatnot, but when you're doing the extra damage with burn with this anyways, we're doing 260 for a single fire. It's pretty close, but sometimes I guess this damage could make a difference. And then we're weak to water. We have a retreat cost of 4, and we have 340 HP, so we're pretty tanky for the new megas, from the Mega Evolution set. So we all got a lot of HP. We have 3 prizes though, keep that in mind. But the way we're going to be playing it is with Magmortar to add more damage to burn with the Magma Surge ability. During Pokemon checkup, put 3 more damage counters on your opponent's burned Pokemon. So with one of these, we do an extra 30 with burn. With 2, we do 60 more. And with 3, which you may not always have room on your bench for 3, but sometimes you want 3 because it'd add 90 more, which means burn would do 110 damage, which means 240 plus 110, we're doing 350 damage with Mega Camurupt's first attack here, which would knock out all of the Pokemon EXs, Mega Pokemon EXs that there are right now. Of course, Mega Venusaur we're hitting for weakness, but to hit 350, oh wait, no, we're missing out on Mega Gardevoir, my bad. Mega Gardevoir has 360, right? So we wouldn't be able to KO that guy. But if it has a damage counter on it or something from the other Gardevoir that places damage counters to accelerate energies, it could happen, I guess. But we're able to get huge knockouts with this thing with a bunch of Magmortars. Then to burn our opponent's active Pokemon, we're going to be using Volcanion with the ability Scalding Steam. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you make your opponent's active Pokemon burned. There's the Volcarona, who has an ability where you can discard a fire and then burn your opponent's active Pokemon. And I did mess around with that and I liked it in its own type of a deck. But for this, because we're already setting up this stage 1 and this stage 1, I kind of wanted to just go with a Volcanion. And as I've been testing it, I really like it. So I'll throw the whole full deck list on the screen real quick so you can see it. We'll go over the numbers and then we'll hop into the games. Of course, the deck could still be optimized and tested more, but we're playing a lot of switching cards, and we're actually playing 4 Pokégears as well, because what we're trying to do with this deck is go second and go turn 1 Arven, TM Evo with Precious Trolley, and then we Precious Trolley out 2 Magmars, maybe 2 Numels. You could go 3 Magmars and 1 Numel if you really want, or just 3 Magmars, 2 Numels. But we also have Latias EX, which makes pivoting in and out of the active with Volcanion easier. So if you don't need all 3 Magmars, Magmortars, you'll probably want that Latias instead. But sometimes you will want the 3. But either way, we'll have like 2, 1 Latias, and then the Volcanion in the active, something like that. Then you TM Evo out, double Magmortar. But before you do that, you burn your opponent's active Pokemon, and then you're doing 80 damage with burn on your first turn, which is enough to knock out all those little guys. So you're kind of able to donk and kind of be aggressive, even though you're playing a deck that can't really attack on its first turn. You're able to burn and get a knockout, which is really fun. I love the way that burn decks can do that with TM Evo and Volcanion burning things. So then from there, we just start attacking with Mega Camerupt. We have a bunch of switch cards to try and get Volcanion in and out of the active spot, or get Mega Camerupt out of the active spot, I should say. Jet Energies is a switch. Switch is a switch. We have an air balloon that could kind of help us in some situations. Turo's like a 4th switching card, or a more versatile switching card. We could pick up our Camerupt too. So that's the whole deck, or that's the idea of it, and why we're going with Precious Trolley. Also, the guys are all bigger, not buddy poffinable, so Precious Trolley works for that reason. But let's go over the numbers and then we'll hop into the games. So we got 3 Magmars, 3 Magmortars going from left to right here. I could see playing 4-4. Honestly, I don't think it would be bad because you can just get more burn damage and possibly just go like solo Mega Camerupt at some point and just do burn things early and maybe even put a Budu. But just going with 3-3, we're just attacking with Mega Camerupt. We're not playing Budu in here. But yeah, I think 3-3 is good. All the Magmars have 2 retreats. There's one that lets you draw a card. Maybe that one would be better, but it has 80 HP, so I'm going with this one instead. Then we got the Magmortar, who burns, of course. This guy doesn't benefit from Latias, but it would benefit from the air balloon, jet energies, and switches, you know, get our guys out of the active. Then we got this Numel here. This guy's new, and I don't know if I'm saying this right or not, Numel, but it's got the attack call for family. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon and put them onto your bench. Definitely think this is the best Numel because of that attack. It's, you know, can set up our guys if we don't have the trolley or, you know, we draw poorly. That's a pretty nice setup attack, right? Then we got the Mega Camerupt. This guy does give up 3 prizes. We are weak to water, so we're definitely getting, you know, if we're up against a water deck, it'll be a problem. And 340 HP isn't unkillable. It is pretty tanky, but there is a lot of the fighting decks running around with those power items that boost their damage by 30. You could play a rigid band in here, but I decided not to include it at this point. But a rigid band would make it so they have a little bit of a harder time KOing you. I think they would need all of their power things. For Lucario, they need right now they just need 3 to do, yeah, the 340. If you had the rigid bands, would it be impossible, or would they that basically have 370? I think with 4 they could still KO you. So I don't know. You're getting 2-hit KO'd pretty much, and there's still one-shot decks like Golden Go and Raging Bolt. So it's a fun mega deck. And then we got the 3-3, 2 Volcanions. I don't think you need more than 2, but obviously if you prize this, that would be really bad if you prize both of them. But I had 3 at first, went down to 2, and it's been good. Then we got the Latias. It gives all of our basic Pokemon play no retreat, so definitely worth it. Then we have the 1 Fez for some draw, though I've like never benched it, to be honest. I've pretty much don't have bench space, and the deck is popping off and being the aggressor a lot of the times, but I definitely think you still want this. It probably would get put down maybe after your first Camerupt dies, and then you just have like 1 Camerupt left, maybe. I'm not sure. I definitely think it's still worth including. Then we have the Precious Trolley for the A spec, gets all of our guys out. For the 4-Evs, we have 4 Pokégears because we're trying to find Arven. We also have no draw engine, so Pokégears can just find the supporters we need on the specific turn that we need them, trying to help us with that. Maybe you don't need 4. I've been enjoying it though. Then we have 4 Switch, just be able to switch. There is no other switching card. I don't think that's an item. There's no like switch card or anything like that. That was for basic anyways or something, but yeah, switch 4 of them. We need to be able to get our Volcanion in and out of the active and burn every single turn, because odds of our opponent flipping tails twice is not super high. Then we have 2 Ultra Ball, 2 Nest Ball for additional Pokemon search. We are playing the 2 TM Evos, so we're not going to have to use Ultra Ball to find our guys as much. We also have 3 copies of our evolutions each, so we should have an easy-ish time drawing into them. But if we need to like just find them, Ultra Ball helps us to get them. Nest Ball, of course, can get us our Pokemon after, you know, a guy's been knocked out. If we prize Trolley, it's unfortunate, but we do have the Numel. We have a couple Nest Balls still. Then we have 2 Night Stretcher for recovery. That's it. I don't think you need more, and it's been feeling great. So you can just get back your Latias or your Volcanion if they get sniped, pick up another Camerupt, you know, grab a Fire Energy if you need it. 2 Night Stretchers felt good. Then we have the 1 Earthen Vessel to find our fires. We have 7, which is a good amount, but you do need the energy to do the turn 1 TM Evo. And if you're, say, missing energy, and for whatever reason you already have Trolley in your hand, I guess you could Arven for Vessel. Just another way to find energies, and of course we can find them later on in the game off of Arven that way too, if there isn't any in the discard pile for Night Stretcher. Then for the Stadium, we have Town Store. I'm between this and Artisan. I've not actually tried Artisan, but I think both could be good in theory. I think Artisan is better if you don't if you prize Trolley or if you whiff it, but Town Store is better if we're like able to get a couple basics down and we're able to TM Evo on our first turn, and we don't have access to Arven, right? We can play other supporters and then maybe find the Town Store, which would let us have access to the TM Evo. Also later on in the game, this would give us access to Air Balloon, and TM Evoing a second time I don't think is unreasonable too in this deck, because we can still be doing something, getting knockouts with burn. So I've been just going with Town Store. It's been all right. Then for the supporters, we have 4 Arven, 3 Iono, 2 Lilies, 2 Boss, and then one Turo. Arven's our best supporter going first, or on our first turn. Iono for the hand disruption is still pretty good draw. Then Lilies, I think, is our best, second best supporter going second on our first turn. Shuffle, draw 6, and if we have 6 prize cards remaining, draw 8. So it's pretty good. And then we have the 2 Boss to gust things down, and then the Turo to be able to pick up our Camerupt if it's tanked to hit, or pick up our Camerupt just to move it, and then evolve another Numel on the bench. You promote the Volcanion burn retreat into the Camerupt that you just evolved. And then we have for tools, 2 TM Evos, 1 air balloon, and then 7 fires and 4 jets for the energies. It's felt pretty smooth and pretty fun so far. You're able to be pretty aggressive considering you're evolving, and yeah, be able to do some pretty big damage with Mega Cami. So let's hop in the games, hopefully be able to show it off all right. All right, here we go. Mega Cami time. I'm pretty sure this guy came out in Oris, I don't know how you say that. Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. It didn't come out in X and Y. It wasn't one of like the original Megas, I'm pretty sure. Which I forget about sometimes, because I didn't play Oris as much as I played X and Y. I played on Showdown and used it more on there, probably. Okay, pretty good. Fire, Numel, we just need TM Evo, which Pokégear, we could thin a card with Nest Ball. Or we could Iono, maybe find, what's it called? Town Store TM Evo off of Iono. But we'll Nest Ball probably for a Magmar. Check the prizes. We can attack with Volcanion too. Oh, something I didn't mention. Uh-oh, this could be trouble. Is this Ceruledge, or is this Ho-Oh Armarouge? Looks like it's Ho-Oh, or no, Ceruledge, because they are playing these fighting guys to discard and draw. Those are cool. I forgot to mention the air balloon plus a jet energy does let us manually retreat Volcanion. You could do something like have the air balloon on this and have no Latias on the bench, just have like 3 Magmars and then 2 Camerupts, and you just jet your Volcanion up with the air balloon, and then you can burn and then you can retreat because your retreat cost is -2. Huh, wait a second, they do have this energy though. Do they always play that in Ceruledge? I don't know. Well, we're gonna KO this thing with burn, hopefully. And there's Arven. I think honestly maybe we still Nest Ball though, in case Trolley's prized. I mean, we'd just get another Nest Ball then, and then we can hold on to this one. So cool. And let's see what else is in here. Double Magmar, double Numel, and Latias, and Fez is prized. Whoops. And let's see how our bosses are. Boss, Turo. What about our Night Stretchers? Double Night Stretcher. Okay. And we can KO with a single Magmar. But we're gonna go for the donk here, so we want double. We can KO Ceruledge EX, right, with just the one thing. So we don't actually need to have 2 of these down the whole game, but we're just gonna grab these, leave everything in our hand, and we can just hold on to stuff, get more stuff out of the deck. And we will be burning. And we get to donk. Pretty good. I guess we could have switched into a Numel, or retreated into a Numel and attached the fire, right? That might have been better. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. Whoops. Yeah, we could have left a single prizer in the active and then have the fire on Numel. So yeah, that probably would have been better. But yeah, we just need, Ceruledge has got 270 HP and we are doing 240. And then with normal burn, we're doing 260. All right, well, cool. They're just doing that anyway, so we'll take it. Also, I think Legacy doesn't count with burn. Knocked out by damage. Yep. So we're gonna not be knocking out by damage. So yeah, we could sack a Magmortar is what I was going to say, or what I was meaning to say. So, and maybe I should have honestly sacked a Magmortar here. But sacking a Numel's fine. We got another Numel in hand. Now we just need to find Camerupt and fire. And then we kill this guy. Whoa. A piece of fuzz just flew in my face. It scared me. We could also get Fez out. No, Fez is priced. Okay. Well, there's Jet. Last Numel's in hand, so yeah, Nest Ball's not doing anything. I could Arven to see if we can find... I don't think anything actually is going to be that helpful. We need Ultra Ball and Fire, so Arven's not going to do it. Iono might be the best bet. We could Lillie, but I think Lillie's even less likely than Iono. So we'll do this. Worst case, we just burn him and retreat into Numel, which is what it looks like is going to happen. But yeah, if I retreated into, maybe I should actually sack a Magmortar instead. If I retreated into the Numel last turn and put the fire on it, ooh, that's pretty nice. We would have had a fire on our Numel already, but I don't know, maybe they would have KO'd it. It didn't seem like they were really thinking about, well, they wouldn't have KO'd Volcanion, so they're probably just like, you know, trying to get prizes. So they probably would have KO'd the Numel with the fire if I did that. So never mind, it probably wouldn't have mattered. Oh, this is cool. Is it? Oh, it's basic. Oh, I thought it was like Karina or whatever that card is. Basic fighting or basic fighting Pokemon. They also probably can eventually one-shot or Camerupt. I'll have to keep that in mind. Okay, that's smart. Getting rid of the burn damage. 9 energies. It's possible they could one-shot our Camerupt next turn, which kind of sucks. All right. Fire? Hey, okay. That's kind of cool. Well, I think we discard Switch and Jet, and we keep Turo. I think that's probably the play. We'll grab Camerupt. Hope they can't knock us out, but I'm not feeling that confident. And then, you know, we could Turo the guy. Yeah. And we're activating Fez too. It's actually unfortunate. And legacy energy. But we're on even prizes, I guess, so. I think this next turn, what do we do? Well, honestly, if we're able to get a KO, if they can't KO us, I think it's fine that we just attack with this. As long as we can get like another Camerupt down, another Numel down, which might be difficult. We need Arven. Yeah, I probably should have sacked Magmortar instead of both Numels. 11, they're doing... Oh, that's... Okay. Not dead yet. What do they need? 17? Or 16? All right. All right, they're just going after Volcanion. A little lame, not super cool, but yeah, that works. I don't think they play many more gusts though. All right, well, we still need we need something here. Come on. Well, that's pretty good. We're gonna need a switch though. Yep. Well, we definitely send that. All right, well, we got it. I guess it's pretty good when you're good. Grab that guy. Treat into this thing. Over the burn. Go for the switch. I don't know if we want this fire anywhere. They need 2 prizes. I guess maybe we could, you know, attack with this guy randomly. So I'm just gonna do that. It is a 1 prizer, I guess. Now they could Briar, right? Couldn't they Briar KO Magmortar? All right, and they can now research Ceruledge, one-shot us. Right. And they needed 16 energies, I think we thought. They can discard with that now. And I don't think 15 is it. I think I need 1 more. How many energies do they play? I don't know. Okay. Putting back Pokemon so they don't deck out, I guess? Not energies, definitely. Iron Bundle. You have Briar? Are you serious? Oh, that sucks. Well, unfortunate. I think if I got the attack on that 1 turn that I whiffed, found the energy, but yeah, kind of sucks. All right, hopping in the second one here. I've not seen Ceruledge with the Lunatone and Solrock yet, but makes sense. Pretty cool. I think I've seen Golden go with it. Also, if I did ever sack a Magmortar, we did have a second Numel or Camerupt set up there. They weren't able to one-shot the Camerupt, it seemed, so that also could have won us the game. They're just throwing up another Camerupt EX there. Because they literally need all of their energies in the discard. I don't know, 16. They would have needed 15 is just short. They're doing 330. I think they may only play 16 energies. And we start this guy. They're going first. Yeah. Although maybe, I don't know, maybe we'd want to do Numel, but I want to burn too. We can always switch into Numel and find some more basics. Our hand kind of sucks. But up against an actual fighting deck here, they have the Premium Power Pros. What a name. I keep calling them Power Pluses. Or Plus Power, you know, Plus Power type things. Well, hopefully they whiff a basic. That'd be cool. Ultra Bolt for that guy. Hopefully they whiff Riolu. I'd like that. Nope. All right. There he is. Yeah. All right. Ah. Well, I think we do this and thin a card out. Grab that. Let's see. We have 3 Arvens And Trolley's prized anyways, so... Is our other Nest Ball in the deck? Other Nest Balls in the deck. 2 TM Evos, 2 Town Stores. Night Stretcher. We prized a Magmar. We have Fez. Okay. Alright. Well, see if we can find something. Iono. Well, I'm not playing that. I think I maybe go here, burn, switch, call for family. And this is one of those where we would actually want to have 3, what's it called? Magmars, but we prized one anyways, so I think maybe we just get Magmar Numel, or we just go Numel Latias so we can attack for sure. Right? In case they KO our guy here. Yeah. Because they just need fighting Lucario to kill us. So I think let's do that. And then we can at least hit them. My burn's gone. I don't know for next turn to be okay. Lillie's a pretty good card. This Lucario looks sick. Like, really sick. This thing looks awesome. Oh, and they have the Hariyama too. This guy does way too much damage, doesn't it? I don't know if there's a way to attack with it easily, because it's a 3 energy attack, right? But I think it does 210 damage, and when you evolve it, it's a gust. That's pretty cool. Alright, they're playing it smart. They didn't go for the draw, they went for the retreat. I respect that. Alright, well, we're dead. Also, if they play Max Belt, they only need 1 of the power items. So that's a thing. Iono seems alright. Oh, whoa. That's one way to attack with it. They just power that guy up all the way. Alright. Well, let's hope we find something. Okay, we whiffed. Yeah. Can sack a Numel and burn them. We're dead to Mega Brave. I think we TM Evo. And yeah, we can get both of those guys out, and maybe do we put down the other Volcanion? Because I think they're just gonna knock us out. No, no, they're gonna be able to gust up anything they want with Hariyama. Alright. I don't think we put that down yet. I think we just evolve and hope they can't knock us out. Oh my god, we can't TM Evo. Whoops. Oh, that's fine. I think. I don't think of going up with our Numel and TM Evoing would have been good. And wait, did I miss? I already attached a fire. Yeah, okay. I was like, I have a fire in hand. I'm pretty sure we had another TM Evo on the deck. Well, let's see what they do. They're just gonna KO this guy. Well, I kind of wish maybe I put down the other Volcanion, but we're just not setting up here very well. It gives them free retreats, means they can't put a max belt on. That's kind of nice. All right. And there's no way to kill them because we don't have another Magmar or nothing. Okay, that's good. That helps quite a bit. I think we'll grab the Switch. Grab that, I guess. Lay that down. Treat this guy. Hit him with burn, then we'll switch. But they only need to KO this and then we lose. I think we have Turo though, right? But yeah, we don't have another Numel down. Do I play the fire anywhere? I don't think so. Just gonna attack. I wonder if we... I think we whiffed turn 1 TM Evo anyways, didn't we? I know we prize trolley this game. Yeah, we never got evolutions out. Oh, they are gusting. All right, KOing this. I don't know, maybe there's a way, but we want to Iono them. We want to KO that guy that's on the bench and then just KO one more Lucario. They're doing 240 now, so we're dead. And they do have the max belt. So they just need one of the power pros to KO this guy. This guy does 70 to itself. So I guess we could KO with burn if we TM Evo. Well, I guess Iono's pretty good for us here. We can find Iono. Okay. I think I saw a Turo too, but I think we just Iono to one and hope, and then we want to find another Numel. We can manually retreat this guy. KOing this doesn't really matter. We don't find another Numel anyways. How much do we do here? Burn does 50. Yeah. Well. Hit him for 240, but... I guess we have boss. They need one power thing to KO us here. Or boss. And that'll do it. Well, not off to the best start. I'm whiffing. Whiffing Camerupts in that one, and then the other one we whiffed a fire on one turn. I was just looking back at those games. In terms of energy search or energies, like, I don't think there's anything else we'd want in the deck, you know, in terms of changes. We could add more Ultra Balls, obviously. We have only two. And we are TM Evoing out Magmortars more so than Camerupts because of the burn damage. But I didn't have an issue finding Camerupts as much as in these few games so far when I was playing over the weekends, but... Alright, a mulligan. I don't know, though. Obviously, Pokégears, you know, you could take some out. Maybe you don't need 4 jets. Those are the first two things that come to my mind 4 Pokey or 4 Jets could be, you could go to like 3 of either. All right. What are we playing against? Dragobitch? Gonna get item locked? Nope. This guy. Alright. Alright. It's kind of cool. We Nest Ball for this. And we only have 1 Magmortar in the deck. We can't KO them if they get their tool. Without their tool, they have 330, so we need 3 still, right? Because we're doing 80 plus 240 is 320, so yeah. Probably not going to be able to one-shot them. And they can get enough modifiers to KO us, unfortunately. Trolley's in the deck. Well, we put this here. I don't think they're going to butt to us. Even if they do, though, it's like Pokégear for Arven, and I can't even play it. All right. Town Store Lillie. Okay. Did we prize 2 Magmars? I forgot already. I think we did. All right, they're getting another basic to avoid the donk. Looks like. Toad Scroll down, Town Store down. What are we getting? Just another Gibble? Yeah. All right, we'll grab TM Evo and then Pokégear. Seems okay. I think 4 Switch, definitely. Like, Switch is the best card for switching in our deck. 1 Turo, I think, is fine still. Okay. What do we draw? Another Pokégear. Grab that so we can hit off of this. I should have maybe checked the deck. Oh well. And Lillie or Iono. I think Lillie. What do we need here? Dude, give me an Arven. Damn it. Boss on that. If we can't do anything with that, doesn't even matter. All right. And I don't think we want this on him. We want to protect this guy. We want to get a Volcanion down and then Team Evo. So. All right. Well, we can KO this at the very least. Get another Numel down with a fire on it. And we have Arven. Could be worse. We're getting a knockout still. Cool. Magmar? Magmar! Not too bad. This will be a grindy game though, because I'm not gonna be one-shotting them. Hopefully they don't get other basics down, so then they just can't evolve stuff up this turn. Or next turn, I mean. Oh, I liked my hand, dude. All right, just another Arven. It actually is that Arven will actually even be better here, or we just draw up Trolley. Fuck, Poffin, man. All right, we can Trolley for Volcanion, Latias, Magmar. And then we need Iono into a switching card. Hitting for 100. So now we're dead to the Draconic Buster. Trolley. Magmar, Volcanion, Latias. We do have... Oh no, we prized Magmor... What the f... We prized 2 Magmortars. Yeah. It's okay. We have 4 switches and 4 jets. Do this. Grab Team Evo. And I don't think we play it because we could actually use that at some point to get a KO. Then we just Iono and hope we find a switch or a jet energy. We have 8. Thank God. I'm gonna make an attack with this guy. And do we want to put a fire on somebody else? We're hitting for 260 right now. We could Ultra Ball. Getting text. What the frick, man? Sorry. I don't think we want to play these. I guess maybe we could attack with this eventually. So I'll put it on that. We'll do that. We'll just hit it with that. Because if we jet next turn or something. Yeah, flip heads anyways. Rare candy Garchomp, if they play rare candies, would be horrible. Okay. I've not had a good time into this deck. Cynthia's Garchomp is really scary right now with the power pluses. Oh, and I guess they can play Soul Rocket Lunatone too. And Spiritomb. Forgot about that guy. Okay, yeah, TM Evo will be good here. And if we sack Volcanion, they still need to KO 2 Camerupts. No Gabite, that's good. But we freaking can't KO with TM Evo, man. Because we prized 2 Magmortars. Oh, that stinks. We can hit for 10 with this guy, and burn will do 50. We would like a Gust here. A Gust would be kind of cool. A Pokégear. Oh, they're bossing us. All right. All right. Well, we're dead. I guess we could put down Fez now, but it is an easy 2 prize there. But I would rather KO this on their side of the field. Pretty sure Fez is in the deck. Two boss, one Pokégear. And Iono would also be pretty cool. We can Ultra Ball away Town Store TM Evo. Worst case, we burn them and attack with Camerupt. I think we get rid of both of these. Come on, something. All right, Iono. That's all right, I think. Their hand wasn't seeming to be doing anything anyways, but okay. Well, I think we put a fire on Volcanion. We'll be able to attack with it at some points. It's not too bad. We can KO Garchomp with Volcanion. That's actually pretty cool. And we actually just have to KO one more Garchomp. All right. Unfortunately, this guy already has the tool. I mean, Town Store has been in play all game, so it's not like they should have a hard time finding these tools. But if they didn't happen to have the tool... No, we have no bench space. I was going to say triple Magmortar, but I didn't realize. So we prized a Magmar, and we prized literally half of our Magmar Magmortar line. We prized one Magmar, two Magmortars. They're going to go back in with Spiritomb. No? Okay. Just getting a fighting attached. No. God damn it. All right, we're just short, unless they have another power item in their hands already. Roserade gives them 30. They're doing 290. They need two power items. God, leave Camerupt alone, man. My poor Camerupt, man. What did he do? It's not his fault the whole team decided to be in the prizes. Maybe a Rigid Band would have helped us there, obviously. Would have been at 320. All right. We're flipping coins now, though. This is our game. I think Cerule Edge we could have won. All right, this is pretty good. Fire and Trolley. And we just need to find an Arven. We have two freaking Pokégears. Or Town Store off of Iono. And Camerupt's in our hand already. How hard? You know, it'll be good. It will be good. We got everything we need, basically. I really like Pokégears. Like, in that game, we wanted to find boss. We didn't. But we wanted to. We found an Iono. Second best. KOing their Garchomp would have been pretty cool. I do like the new decks, though, that are popular. It is fun. Different matchups. Not as much just Golden Go, Raging Bolt, Dragapult, Gardevoir. I did play a Gardevoir deck right before starting to record here, and it went pretty well. But their stuff just wasn't working very well. But, alright, up against Charmander, Charizard. Can burn KO this first, loser. And... yeah, feeling pretty good. I'd love to not Iono their 6-card hand that they're not doing anything with. Alright. Fez down. Fez ain't doing nothing, which is pretty cool. All right. Here we go. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Hello, guys. I think that's what we want. Cool, we didn't prize double Magmortar this time. We have Fez, we have our second Volcanion. I think we got everybody. And Team Evo's here. Great, there's 1, 2 Town Store, 3 Arven. Okay. Arven. Okay. Arven. Hello. I think we'll grab a this guy so we have energies for next turn. And I'm feeling pretty freaking good. And go double Magmortar. And with the Scalding Steam. Then we do a quick TM Evo. God, fire decks are so cool with the burn now. Or this deck in specific, I guess most fire decks don't actually do the burn. But like the art on these cards and the burn effect is just so cool. When I first started playing the TCG, Volcanion, the dual typing one, the water fire one was being played. And I always thought that deck and that card was really cool. This guy's very different, but I don't even remember what it was being used with. Was it literally just doing... Was it just like baby Volcanion and then the dual typing Volcanion? I remember both of those together. All right. See you later, Mega Camerupt EX. It'll be fine. Switch fire. I mean, this guy's dead. They can't KO this, which is also good. And we started Latias, didn't we? So it's not like we could have avoided benching it. Yeah. Oh, this is so good. All right, cool. Well, I think we just play this here. We do want a Mega. Just get the Mega. I don't know if we care about the air balloon right now. So I'm just gonna do this. Get him out. Knock him out with the burn. We shouldn't have to worry about any follow-up that they have anyways. And yeah, we'll just leave him in the active. We got KO on this for game next turn. Our opponent's obviously not drawing the best since they didn't do anything besides attach a fire and play an Iono the whole game. But our deck's working this time, so we'll take it. But yeah, you can see what I've been saying about the bench space. Like, that's partially why I would like 4 Jet, 4 Switch, and Turo. Because say we did have a third Magmortar here, then we'd have to retreat this guy, and the air balloon. Like, we could retreat it with Jet, air balloon, and then we could also hit for 350. But we started Latias, so it wasn't going to be happening. Actually, though, wait a second. We could just not bench the Numel. We could still do it with Latias. It's just having only 1 Camerupt and board locking ourselves, so then we can only set up 1 Numel at a time. They could KO stuff with Gus. It's crazy, though. We don't have to worry about Charizard KOing us. Are they retreating that guy? Even when we go down to 5 prizes, they'll need a tool to hit for... Okay, they're not going into it. Hey, another one. Yeah, what the heck. And, and we don't really need anything. I think we prized our other tools. So, like, I could get a Vessel and discard Stretcher. And just put a fire on this. I think that's fine. Or we could start building up the second attack. I don't think we need to do that. We'll just burn him and attack. I like the switch in our hand and the lilies, so. But yeah, even once we've taken 5 prizes, Charizard's hitting 330, so they need another modifier. Right now they're doing 300, so with a max spell we could still die. Rare Candy Max Belt Charizard. Okay, they go Charmeleon. I was gonna say, if they have Rare Candy Max Belt Charizard, we could still lose, and boss. We literally just get one-shotted, and then they boss kill the next one. All right, they're stalling, and I think we got it. Unless they have Iono. Let's go. Sorry, good sir. Hit him with the roasting heat. Roast him. All right, depending on how long this game is, we could be under an hour, but these games are kind of quick, like around 10 minutes each. So I'm wanting to get another one. Get an even 5. Our last opponent was very unlucky, it seemed. But we'll take it. The deck got to do its thing. Got to get 2 burn knockouts, 1-shot Fez. Close it out with Camerupt, Cameling Charmeleon. All right, going first. And we're starting Fez. Okay, Fez is hitting the board for the first time, I think. We have everything in our hands. Kind of. And we're gonna get item locked. The funny thing is, Fez is a great attacker when we're getting item locked, but... if only we could get an extra fire on it, or an extra energy on it a little quicker. All right, I think we discard a switch, but like, what's going to be more valuable? I'm not sure. I guess we'll do that. All right, we prized a fire. We have 3-3, 3-2, 2. We prized Latias. That's fine. We don't have room for it. And we have Trolley TM Evo. All right. Well, maybe they don't have item lock. Energy, Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball, Dracloak, and Ursaluna for a Budu! Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, Budu's better than both of those. All right. Boss. Dracloak or Dreepy. Fuck you, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna Iono and definitely get an energy, and then we're just gonna snipe this lone Dracloak. Right, Poffin. Maybe they don't have an energy though. Oh. All right, do we get an energy? We have Volcanion. All right, we're gonna have to TM Evo and not evolve, or not have Volcanion in the active spot. But I think that's fine. Vessel, oh yeah, we already used Vessel anyway, so we wouldn't have been able to get it. And we have all of our switches. Oh wait, we can actually double switch. Is that worth it? We'll get... And we only need 2 Magmortars because we can do 320. With Latias prize, is double switch worth it? We're not KOing them, we're only doing 80. If they flip tails, they're dead though. We don't have to play double switch, we can just play one. We can just retreat, burn them. It's definitely, this is going on him. I kind of like the energies on this guy, because then we can attack with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait. And I think it makes sense also not to just evolve into Camerupts as aggressively when they're giving up 3 prizes. Like, getting the Magmortar set up. I mean, obviously the burn donk damage, that's the best, so. Yeah, we just get energy, we KO this thing anyways. And our boss stall on Dracloak was pretty nice. Nice. All right, come on. We just need an energy. And am I gonna Iono them? I think so. We just KO'd their lone Dracloak. All right, we got an energy. Let's go. And I don't know if we want to evolve these things, so I'm just gonna... I guess it does protect them, but... And our air balloon's prized, I believe. I guess they could snipe them and stuff. Is there a reason to put... I think we'll put down 1. I think it's okay. Put down 1. So you can't knock them both out randomly. And we KO this, so then we just delay them being able to attack. Sorry about the hesitation and thinking so much there, but I think, you know, putting 1 down, I think it makes sense. If they hypothetically had Rare Candy Dusclops twice, they could KO both, and then... I don't know, man. Our Fez is also dead to Dragapult now, but... they don't have energies, and they're not attacking this turn. I'm guessing their play is going to be Counter Catcher on Magmar. Nope. Oh, okay, they can still find it. They can still have Counter Catcher in hands. Retreat, Badu, Counter Catcher. No. All right. Well, we're just gonna kill this Dracloak then. And they played that for Dracloak. Did they play the Dracloak? They didn't. So I'm gonna Iono them. I want some more energies anyways. Cool. Put that on this guy. And Cruel Arrow, knock out Dracloak. If Air Balloon is prized, we'll get it now. I don't know, maybe I should have played Town Store. Latias, that's not bad. Fez in the active, too. Like, if they KO this thing, they still have to go through 2 Camerupt, Mega Camerupts, so... Well, I'm really glad they had a super slow start. Our boss worked on the Dracloak, and then we were just able to set up the Fez and just start sniping everything. We're gonna snipe this next, another Dracloak. Dude, if air balloon's not prized, we go town store for air balloon, jet up Volcanion, retreat back into Fez, knock out Budu with air balloon, with burn, and then snipe their Dracloak with Fez again. All right. And a research, okay. Flip it a script. I mean, either way, we'll KO Dracloak with Fez. They can only do 180 damage, so they can't KO this guy. If they were to KO both of these things. Come on, air balloon be in the deck. Oh, thank God. This is fun. All right. Hit him with a nice burn. I'm gonna retreat into Fez. And then I'm gonna KO your Dracolook again, Andrew Budu. God, this is so good. Now you can only pop one ghost unless you want to lose. And you have no dragons on the board, man. God, this is so good. Let's go. Dude, Fez is so hilarious as an attacker against the Budu decks. Let's go. Well, I think that's a good one to call it on. Didn't have a great start, not gonna lie, and maybe some more Ultra Balls would help with the whiffing going down on Pokégears or Jet energies. But in those later two, we got to show it off and got to do some more burn shenanigans, attacking with Camerupt as well. We did attack with Camerupt against Cerulege, against Garchomp, against Lucario. I think we did attack with it. It was just a turn too late against a couple of them. But yeah, I really like the deck. I definitely like it with Volcanion and then the Magmortars and TM Evos, like that whole thing. I think just adjusting the numbers of maybe Ultra Balls, switching cards, Rigid Bands would be nice, you know, make it so your opponent needs another modifier. Just another card we can get out of the deck with Town Store. Because Town Store is like kind of mid after our first turn. So I definitely think Rigid Band would make the Town Store feel better and get more value out of it or whatever the heck. So yeah, but I think that'll be it. Thank you guys for hanging out. Mega Camerupt is hilarious. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See you next one. Peace.